All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Arts Academy podcast. Today, we'll be talking about a few things. So, I guess I'll start off with our linkage tests. So, last I talked with our testing coordinator for the district. She said that the linkage test, and you guys have all should got an email about this, will be on September 1st and September 2nd. The website will probably be open probably like 8 in the morning, 8:30, something like that, and close out at 6. And you can do the math test and the English test slowly. You can do them both the same day. You can do one day, one the other days, but kind of whatever you want. Again, this doesn't count for any sort of grade. It's just a way for us to get, to be able to compare a little bit about how the last couple months of school worked and what level you guys are all on. You're taking the test for whatever class you took in the previous school year. So if last year you took Algebra 1 and this year you're scheduled for geometry, you'll take the Algebra 1 test. And again, this just gives an idea of how much you retain from Algebra 1 and just gives us a little bit of data to work with. So that's the linkage test. Want to go for scheduling?
Yeah, scheduling electives. I've been working on that for a few weeks now, and we are right to the final push to commit the schedule, and then hopefully we'll have schedules out to students. I think we said by like the second week of August makes sense. And if you look down at the bottom, counselors are in August 10th. So with that being said, it makes sense for you guys to have your schedules sometime during that week so that you can then start contacting Mr. Buscio and Miss Alvarez for any changes that you may want for the schedule. Some of the things that I've been reaching out to a couple students, juniors and seniors, over the last few days. Some of the things that have come up, there's a couple classes that aren't going to run. Some of them didn't affect the schedule so much. Some affected the schedule pretty significantly. Sociology and psychology, those are not going to run in the building. They may be options through Hudson County Community College. We're still working on that option. So if you want to take those classes, it's not out of the realm of possibility. It's just it won't be run during our school day, taught by a high-tech teacher. So with that being said, we had to eliminate it from the list of options. That drops some students down below the 40 credit minimum. So I've reached out to a couple students. And even if you've filled out some of the forms that Mr. Ra has sent out to you, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me. Again, if anybody emails Mr. Buscio and Miss Alvarez, they're going to forward it to me anyway because I'm the one in the building. They're actually not working over the summer until August 10th. So I'm the one handling everything. So just feel free to email me any of your questions. By all means, if you want to copy them on the emails just so that they know what's going on, that's fine. But that's kind of where we are with scheduling right now. So we're very, very close to being ready. When it comes to interning, there's going to be a different option moving forward with interning. We're scheduling everybody for 40 credits, I should say. If you want to intern, whether it be in the building, outside of the building, whether it's school sponsored or you were able to get a job, whether it's an internship or just something that you don't consider an internship but a job that you need to help your family or anything like that, and you're a senior, you have to be a senior for this. You would go and speak with Ms. DeGise. You can email her. She does have a school email. So if you have your school email, you can email Ms. DeGise yourself. There will be some forms on the district website. So if you go to our district website, hcstonline.org, click on High Tech High School. All the way to the right, there's a tab for students. When that paperwork is ready, there will be the full, I believe it's going to be a Google form. So there will be a form there that you can click on, and it will basically generate information that goes to right to Ms. DeGise. I spoke with her 2 days ago. I don't know if it's up there yet. Tony, you looking? I see Tony going back and forth right now. So Mr. Gongora may be able to check just to see if it's up there yet. I don't think it is, but when it's available, you can always do that as an option. So it would be under that student tab all the way on the right-hand side. That's also where the summer reading tab is. And all students do have summer reading. Mr. Gongora is going to go over that in a minute.
No, it's not up there yet. I don't see it.
It's not up there. All right, so it should be up there in the next few days because I know she called me 2 days ago about it. So that's it. That's the interning option.
Okay. For summer reading, so the link to these pages will be in the show notes as well. So you could always go down there. You can go to the district website and click on the student tab, you would have to click first click on high tech underneath schools, and then click on the student tab underneath high tech, and the last option is summer reading. Again, the link to this document is also going to be in the show notes on YouTube, so you can just click on that and you can go right to your summer reading for freshmen. So that's To Kill a Mockingbird, and also we have the actual book of To Kill a Mockingbird as a link on the district website. So if you need a copy of that, you could just follow that link that I put in the notes, and you could actually just read the book on a PDF, which is helpful. So this is the summer reading for freshmen. For sophomores, juniors, and seniors, it's a little bit different. So there's a couple different things that you have to read and a documentary to watch, and all the links are there on the document. So everything should be there for you. And I think the expectations from the English department is that you have all this stuff done by the first week of school. So that gives you plenty of time. You got about a month. So
and that link to the freshman To Kill a Mockingbird, the freshman assignment was sent by Steven Castellanos, one of our incoming freshmen at MBA. So he posted it in the Google Classroom for all the freshmen, which brings me to the next point. Any incoming freshman who is watching this podcast, you can use your username and password that you use to upload your picture. You can use that to get into your school email account. That will also get you into the Google Classroom account, and you should see an invite in your email. Mr. Gongora sent out invites to everybody. A couple of freshmen are already in there, but everybody was sent an invite. About half. So I just don't know if all the freshmen know it's available right now. So hopefully we'll get the rest, over the next coming weeks.
So next is our reopening option.
So reopening options. Right now, there will be a proposal sent out from the district to the state within, I think we need something by August 8th. Now, I'm not sure if August 8th is the date that the state gets back to us or the date that we send it to the state. I believe that's the date that we send it to the state. So that means that there's going to be some downtime before we get an answer from the state approving our plan. There are a couple of school districts locally in Hudson County who are putting plans out. Bayonne has a plan out. Hoboken has a plan out. There's also, if you're following in the news, there's also an option. Ms. Gongora sent me the article yesterday, so he may know a little bit more about it. But an option that a couple of the state legislators are putting together to send to a vote to basically keep everybody out of school for, I think it's 4 to 6 weeks, basically the month of September. So all those options may factor into what we're going to do. But as of right now, it looks like we will have an option to be in the building. It looks like we'll also have the virtual option. A bunch of parents reached out to me about how do they let anybody know about the virtual option right now. And if we have one, yes, there will be one. We don't have those details just yet. But I talked to Dr. Giamarella this morning, who is our principal, and at some point, there will be a survey sent out to parents. So if you want to take advantage of that virtual option, you can fill out that survey just so that we can track which students will be coming to school on a daily basis and which students will be virtual, because we're going to have to take attendance for both populations on a daily basis. So that's the virtual option. I don't know if you guys have anything to add with that.
No, all I'll say is that, these things, a lot of what we can do comes from the state. So if something changes, if you hear something in the news, we'll definitely be taking that sort of stuff into our plan. but and things could change in the next couple of weeks too. So.
And that's basically where we're at right now, right? The last two bullet points we've already addressed. I'll address it again though. Power School, just so everyone knows, Power School is currently closed. It's closed because they're finalizing this year, and then we're going to be uploading the schedules for next year. So it's probably going to be closed until I'm gonna pick a date, maybe like August 12th. Okay, on August 12th when we open Power School, that'll be the date that you'll be able to see your schedules. So it makes sense that give the counselors a day or two to maybe see those schedules, make any corrections that maybe I overlooked, and the other administrators who are in the building right now. We're trying to do scheduling on a daily basis. And then during that week, we'll open the schedules. We'll obviously send something out to you guys, and then you can email Miss Alvarez and Mr. Buscio about those schedules, any updates or any corrections you need made. So that's Power School. It's not currently available. But Gmail, your school Gmail account is available. And I really encourage all students to check your Gmail on a daily basis, just so if there's any update. I know I just sent out probably 10 emails in the last hour. We had an academy meeting this morning at 11. We ended at 12. Between 12:15 when I finished lunch and we went live in this podcast, I probably sent out about 10 emails, and 2 of the students already got back to me. Most of those emails that I'm sending out are to juniors and seniors because there's some flexibility in their schedule, and I just want to get it right. So I want to make sure that you guys give me your feedback before I finalize whatever I need to do on my end before we run the final schedule load. But other than that, yeah, check your emails and the Google Classrooms. We have 4 Google Classroom accounts created, 1 for each class, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So we'll send anything to you that's grade appropriate, so that you're on top of whatever information comes out. That's about it.
Yeah, for freshmen, you guys should have your username and password, like Mr. Ricciardi said. Just add the account to your phone. Makes it real easy to just get email whenever you want. All throughout your high school experience, like that's the main way that we get in contact with you. So don't just leave it and check it sporadically. Definitely put the account on your phone so you can just pop into your email whenever you need it.
And there's different apps, right? You can download the Gmail app, and then you could also download a separate app for Google Classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And I would advise all students do both. I mean, I have them both on my phone. I would advise you doing those 2 apps on your phone. I also have an app for Google Docs, and I have another app for Sheets. I also have one for Drive. So I actually have all the apps on my phone. I don't know about you guys, but everything I access at school, I can get on my phone.
Yeah. And especially for Google Classroom, it is helpful to make sure that notifications are turned on for that. Just so you know when a teacher is trying to reach out or giving you an assignment or something like that. So.
And then I guess the only other thing, I'm sorry, Tono, this will be my last thing, and then you take on. The only other thing for incoming freshmen, if anybody needs their username and password, a bunch of people reached out to me after last week. Just email me. Again, any questions you have, just email me, and I can get back to you with individual questions. But if any incoming freshmen need username and password, email me, and I'll get that for you. Go ahead, Ton. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I really don't have too much else. You guys, Miss Alvarez, Bush?
And we'll be in starting the 10th, so we'll be back to answering emails and making sure everybody's schedule looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Ms. Alvarez doesn't want to talk today.
I have nothing to say.
Oh.
Hope everyone's having a good summer.
All right. So with that, I think that's good for this week. We're still waiting on the big news. I know everybody wants to know exactly what classes will look like. And as soon as we have that information, we will get that out there to everybody. But until then, keep checking back on this channel for updates, and we'll see everybody next week.
Okay, bye.